The CFL Gambling Podcast 113th Grey Cup preview, picks, and DFS episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5. Get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCE SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
The CFL Gambling Podcast, home of the Huge Tits Parlay. Talking Canadian football, bets and DFS, all the insights all day. Get ready for your hosts, Colby and J-Mark. Get ready to bet and make your CFL mark. The CFL Gambling Podcast, home the Huge Tits Parlay. Talking Canadian football, bets and DFS, all the insights all day.
Welcome to the CFL Gambling Podcast 113th Grey Cup edition. We haven't been around for 113 years, unfortunately, but the league has, and we have the 113th edition of the Grey Cup. And we're here, youtube.com/@CFL Gambling Pod. Get on over there, hit that like and subscribe button. We are the home of the Huge Tits Parlay. It's what we do. It's what we do, buddy. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swing at Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
He's the kind of guy that would drink a gallon of gasoline so he could piss in your campfire. You could drop this guy off at the Arctic Circle wearing a pair of bikini underwear without his toothbrush, and tomorrow afternoon he's going to show up at your poolside with $1 million smile and a fistful of pesos.
Oh boy, we have been waiting for this. Just one more game left, unfortunately. And, I am happy. I mean, look, none of my futures are involved, so I guess I'm bitter in that regard, but I'm happy that it's not in that filthy BC place, TD play, whatever the fuck it's outdoors the way it should be. Now it should be a little later in the calendar year, but I'm excited, man. They put it on Sunday the way it should be. CFL better than NFL. Let's go. And I think it's going to be a good matchup. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the Old Fashioned Football Podcast and the UFL Gambling Podcast. Give it up for Justin Mark, a.k.a. No turning back J-Mark. How are you, buddy?
Doing good. DJ Dundee. I think, when I first was listening to you a couple years ago and I heard your intro, I always figured it was just a sound clip you had put together. No, you're putting those in manually as it goes. It's a work of art, some would say. I'm doing good. I didn't have a great week CFL on old-fashioned football. I crushed it on NFL. So I still got to love the NFL since it's making me money. But I'm excited for this matchup. You got to feel now these teams kind of knowing more. Their offenses aren't bad, but known more for their defense. Stewart's got to hate it, right? Because he doesn't think defense wins championships. He wants more points.
Yeah, Stu's probably gonna be number one. All right. Now both games hilarious because the spread was 3 in the Montreal Hamilton game, and we took Montreal. We felt great about it, and we weren't wrong, but we also weren't right.
It's important to shop your numbers. It was 2.5 on some books, so
that's true.
We were right if we shopped our numbers.
Final score was 19-16 as the Alouettes get it done. Good game. I mean, fun game. And then the other one was a 3-point spread on this very show. You took BC, I took Saskatchewan. And well, it was a 3-point game. So all of it was for nothing. Total wise,
I was wrong on both.
I was about to say, I was like, wait a second.
Both unders hit.
I think I was 1-1, right?
Well, if I could be more organized and find my fucking notes. Here we go.
I didn't actually.
You were 1-1. You took under on BC Saskatchewan.
Yeah. So I was 1-1. So it's like that scene, and have you seen the movie Burn After Reading? At the very end, they're like, "What did we accomplish here?" And it's like, I don't know, and they just shut the file. It's like
it's a strange movie.
I love that movie. I think it was very funny.
It's good, but it's you walk away going, "What the fuck just happened? What did I watch?"
That's the humor. That's the humor. Right, yeah. I love an ending like that, but yeah, I mean, look. So the only thing I accomplished this past week was just draw an even in the Battle of Bourbon.
That you did.
Winner, chicken dinner. I got to talk shit some way. If all these other ones are ties, I mean, come on.
Well, so let me ask you this: if you had to pick one single player, who are you most impressed with this weekend? Do you have one that stood out?
This past weekend, you're saying, not moving forward,
right?
Who? Well, the kicker for Hamilton was pretty fire. Besides that, and man, I will say that pick 6 was probably the difference in BC. Who returned that? Man,
I remember who that was.
That was the game, dude. That was like the biggest play. Or I mean, what did he not take it back to the house? Did he get tackled? He might have got tackled.
Yeah,
that play was the biggest play though of the game to me. Yeah, like that 100%. Game is you could look back and say that was the difference in Saskatchewan being in the Grey Cup and BC not being in it. Trying to think who the fuck got the interception. It was Marcus Sales. So I would say that it reminds me, I've seen this before in the NFL and college football. You can honestly pinpoint one play to the reason why this team won.
Yeah.
Because if not, that would have at least gone to overtime. If they kick a field goal there, you know what I mean? Or if they score. So who would you give out?
You know, and maybe this is a little skewed because of the doubts I guess I had in him as a leader, but I was really impressed with Trevor Harris. This is a guy that I thought was a okay quarterback, but not a go out and win you a Grey Cup. Now, yeah, he still has to go out and win you the Grey Cup, but the way he's played all year and then to put up 305 yards, 2 touchdowns, I thought he was composed. He never looked like he was going to lose control of this game. I was really impressed with how he played and how he showed up. I mean, this is a veteran guy that's been around for a while, and he's done well this year. I thought he did well when it mattered most this weekend.
Fair, and I also think you could throw Davis Alexander in there with just the amount of, like, the guy never loses when he starts. And I mean, he rushed for like 65 yards or something too.
Yeah,
led the team in rushing. So yeah, I mean, those would be the things right there that I think of. So let's so all of our futures were cooked.
Yeah.
Well, Calgary. All right. I blame it on the punt returner. We had Winnipeg. They're too old. We had Hamilton, which was right there.
Yeah. Speaking of Winnipeg, a lot of chatter about O'Shea to Toronto potentially.
I saw that. That would be very interesting. See what they do. But what do you make? Let's just jump into this thing right now. But I guess before I do that, I will let the good folks know that, well, first off, we are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast. So you're gonna want to check out all of our work that we have, and it is college hoop season, so check out the college basketball experience, but also for year-round talk with our buddy, and we host a UFL show with him Our buddy CJ Sullivan is the host of the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. He's a hilarious touring comic, tours Canada quite often. And he talks sports year round on this show. So I highly encourage people to check this out. Absolutely hilarious content. NFL picks with Hannibal Buress, famous comedian, a couple other comedians too, that always make appearances. So check out the Bottom Line Bombs, whatever's topical at the time he's talking. And yeah, do that and let it ride. We are also brought to you by No Vig. All right. No Vig is America's #1 sports prediction market. With No Vig, you're getting the best prices. And No Vig's available in 35 plus different states. Download the No Vig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. So get in on the action with No Vig, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, they do have CFL action. Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times the amount of money you enter. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCE SGPN. All right, we are back and let's go. It is here. The Grey Cup, 113th edition. I mean, when did you watch your first Grey Cup, man? Just out of curiosity.
Not as long ago as you. I will say that it was 4 or 5 years ago, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm older than you, I believe. I'm not sure, Barely. But I think so.
Barely.
Are you the oldest in your family?
I'm the only in my family.
Oh, okay.
Only child syndrome, I guess.
Okay, well, I know not to, steal a cookie from you, right? Be running to mommy, bitching. No, I'm joking. Okay, so that explains some of why you didn't. I grew up in a household I'm the youngest, and we couldn't get. It was like I'm born in the early '80s, right? So. In the early 80s, ESPN was only a couple of years old. So they were scrambling for content, and football became the drug. Like baseball was the #1 at the time, I think, ratings wise. But my generation, I think, is very responsible for just everything. Like cable came out in the late 70s. We didn't get it until I think 85, right? But me and my brothers, like I was just copying what they were doing. And my oldest brother, my dad and uncles were heavy into to the NFL, and a little bit of college, but my brothers and I my older brothers would just have their sports cards, and I remember them watching the USFL. It's actually one of my first memories is watching the original USFL. But we just were football crazed by this. We were just like, what is this thing? And we started to watch as much as we could. And we had the World League in like 90 that we were just watching the shit out of that. And the CFL was on like ESPN or ESPN2. I'm not sure if ESPN2 was out yet, but whatever network was covering that in the early 90s or late 80s, we started to tune into from the DC area. And we were familiar with Doug Flutie. We watched enough documentaries about him at Boston College. Because we were just so football craved that it was like anything that we could get our hands on football, we were going to watch, So we knew Flutie to Phelan, the Hail Mary at Boston College. And we knew that he was up the we had CFL trading cards. The year they got like Rocket Ishmael and shit. We were all over that when John Candy owned the Toronto. And we were big John Candy fans too. So that helped, I think. But then the Baltimore franchise left for the Baltimore franchise left for Indianapolis in '83, the year I was born. But then they got the CFL team. And what was cool about that is me and my brothers had become diehard college football fans. And they got a couple college guys that we knew. Tracy Ham out of Georgia Southern. And then Mike Pringle from Cal State Fullerton. And then they got a bunch of the old Redskin players. So we grew up Redskin fans. Right. So they got like the ones late in their career, like Alvin Walton and Dexter Manley and a few other guys. So we fell in love with it even more. And when they were in Baltimore, They were on back then. People don't know the struggle. They were on Home Team Sports, which was our local sports station. It's where you would watch the Washington Bullets as well. So before we would get the occasional CFL game, it wasn't like a every single week. But ESPN too, I think, started to do a weekly thing like in the early 90s. But then when we could mix in that with watching we got every single BC or Baltimore Stallions game. Then we were covering, a good chunk of the league. You know what I mean? So we
sure,
and we became addicted to it, man. So I mean, so I have fond memories of the Grey Cup, and I'm excited that it still carries on. 113 years, man.
Oh yeah.
So this matchup, Saskatchewan, the Roughriders, taking on the Montreal Alouettes. This is a great matchup, dude. I was like thinking about this. I was building this slide here, youtube.com/@CFL Gambling Pod. They're kind of mirror images to me. Like they're both like defense first teams, at least like this coaching staff. I feel like they've earned their rep being defensive juggernauts. And now the offenses have started to come along. And obviously the Alouettes 2 years ago had great success. I'm just fascinated by this game. I think it's a great game. Before we dive into the spread and everything, what do you make of the actual matchup?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. When I was looking at this, trying to decide who I was going to pick for my pick, I felt the exact same way. It's like, man, there's a path for either of these teams to win. They're so evenly matched. This is going to be a real chess game, I feel like, moving pieces, trying to outsmart the other coach, everything like that, and just who wants it more. I think it'll go to the very end. I mean, we've seen some Grey Cups that were very lopsided. I don't think this is going to be that. This is going to be a very close game. Yeah,
and so for whatever it's worth, if you're breaking down the yard, like their offense, so like the top offense out of the two was Saskatchewan with the second best offense in the league. BC was number one at 383 yards per game. Montreal was the seventh best offense at 330 yards per game. The eighth out of 9, which is shocking. But they had Davis Alexander injured for a while, so you wonder what their numbers would be. But I mean, it tells you something, though. It tells you something. Why am I investing in offense? All right, and then defensively, they're the top two defenses in the league. Alouettes number one, giving up just 341 yards per game. Saskatchewan number two, 304. Like the difference, Montreal allows 341.9 yards per game. Saskatchewan 342.0. So a tenth of a point here, and I mean that's I think once again, J Mark, we can try to trick ourselves in football about offense. The defense is everything still. You know what I mean? Like it is and I'm curious. I'm going to try to quickly pull this up, but CFL time of possession stats, because I would be curious to see where they are as far as because when I think of both these teams, I kind of think they're probably two of the better rushing teams in the league. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that starts with the offensive line, because if you look at Montreal, it doesn't matter who's running the ball, right? I mean, Travis Theus, Stevie Scott, they've had a couple different rotating back in there, and they both continue to have success when they do get the rock. And then, of course, Saskatchewan, AJ Alouette. I feel like he's been one of the better backs the past couple years, but now coming over to Saskatchewan behind a good line, it's worked out very well for him. So, yeah, I think these are two teams that, while everybody is so focused on points and passing, they're more of the two teams are the old school teams, right? They run the ball, they play defense, and they control that clock, which rare in any form of football, it feels like these days, especially once, like if you talk NFL, CFL to an extent, but these two, I think, do try to stick to that. And
I got the stat. Roughriders number one in the league. They are basically 32 minutes a game on offense, right? Now, Montreal is fifth, but Montreal, I think if you were to not have the injury, because they were getting they weren't able to sustain drives at the quarterback spot. So once again, like here's the best thing I love about this. Like it doesn't matter. You could watch a football game from 1940, right? College, pro, CFL. As much as these things are different, and they've gotten a lot different over the years, it's still very similar with this. Like chances are, if you control the clock and play good defense, you win more times than not. It's like almost, I feel like it's league proof. Any version of football, maybe not arena. Yeah. That's the one that I would be like, okay, maybe that, but that's like slam ball or some shit to me. No, no offense. Yeah.
I'm taken.
Yeah. Shout out to the great Carlton in the chat, man. Appreciate you tuning in. And Kyle saying Grey Cup week. Let's go. So you have the top two defenses and the number one and maybe number two, if they had played the whole season, with Davis Alexander in yards, or I'm sorry, on time of possession, should make for a great fucking game, man. Let me ask you this though. You think the Alouettes have a lot of guys that were on the roster 2 years ago when they won the Grey Cup, the 111th Grey Cup? Do you think there's a bigger edge on the side of Saskatchewan because it's been a minute? Haven't it been like, I think it's been like 17, 18 years, right? Or no, I think like 99 or 2001 was the last time Saskatchewan won the Grey Cup.
It's definitely been a while. I don't know if there's an edge either way. I think this is, to me, it's going to come down to the quarterbacks. I know you hate hearing that's an important position in the game of football. I'm not saying it's the most important. I just think it's going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes.
It was 2013, by the way. So I was
12
wrong.
years
Why
ago.
did I think it was 99 or something? But maybe anyway.
But I mean, Davis Alexander, it's amazing what he's been able to do, right? The way that he has won so many games in his short, young career. But I do think that this is a different level, and that advantage may go to a guy that's been in the league for years now, in Trevor Harris.
Yeah. So Saskatchewan won it in 07, 2013, and definitely not 99, which I was thinking of. So I mean, I'd throw them back. 97, they were in it. That's maybe what I'm thinking of. All right.
Well, the COVID year was so long that, you know.
But no, I'll even key into what you're saying here is quarterback play. I mean, the turnover battle. That's why quarterbacks do matter. Is because the turnover battle oftentimes is the team that wins the game. Like whoever wins the turnovers.
100%.
Saskatchewan's laid 4. The over/under's at 48.5. If I had to guess what you're doing, I think you're taking the points. I think you're taking the under 48.5. I know that Graham, what's our commissioner's name again? Spencer Graham Stewart. I'm sorry. Stewart wants a lot of scoring, so I'm sure they'll try to finagle some ways to get this thing over 48.5. But I think you're going to take the under, and I think I'm going to take the under. Now, Saskatchewan has almost been wire to wire the best team in this league. I thought a little bit of time we thought Calgary might have been, but they've been like at least top 2. I feel like majority of the season. So it's their year, J Mark, and they have the eye of the tiger, to quote the great Rocky IV. So as much as I think it's a layup to say, hey, this will be a 3-point game. Every game was a 3-point game last week. The eye of the tiger. Give me these Roughriders -4 and give me the under 48.5. 22-16 final. They're going to be hoisting the Grey Cup. Let's go. What are you doing here?
I mean, you were partially right. I do think that these teams are evenly matched, and I do think that this will be a 3-point game. However, I don't think the Alouettes are going to win it. This is going to be Saskatchewan winning something like a 32-30 game. So I'm on the over. I'm on the Alouettes +4, but Saskatchewan money line. Parlay that all together for a little reverse correlation. Probably has a nice payout.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's called the Huge Tits Parlay he just gave you.
Right.
Reverse correlation. We call that the Huge Tits Parlay. All right.
I didn't mean to get fancy there. I mean, as Channing says, we are the home of the Huge Tits Parlay, not the home of the reverse correlation.
Yeah. Thank you. Gosh, I try to help him out, but
it's a small world when you've got unbelievable tits, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a little surprised you're on the over, but you're trusting that Spencer wants scoring, and he does want scoring. I know a fantasy football geek when I see one. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk props here before we get to DFS because there's only one game. This is on Sunday, by the way, folks. Sunday. So it's not on Saturday. Sunday. Just. What time on Sunday again? It's like 3:30, I think Eastern, some shit like that. It is Sunday. No, 6:00 Eastern. Through 3:30. I'm used to that Pacific.
6:30 Eastern, right? 5:30 Central.
No, 6:00 Eastern, so 5 Central. My app is also saying it's the 112th Grey Cup.
I was gonna say FanDuel says 5:30 Central. That'd be 6:30 your time.
Yeah. Myron Kidd, I got you, my friend. Shout out to the great Myron Kidd in the chat, longtime listener. FanDuel is your place to go. FanDuel is your place to go, man. And that is what we're going to go to right now. I'm just going to start things off with the bank. FanDuel has tons of options available for this game. I mean, they really have everything. I'm going to start things off with a bang. Tyson Philpot is, if you're new to the CFL, he's a wide receiver. Went to college in Calgary. His brother plays on the Calgary Stamps as well. Tyson Philpot, J-Mark. I know he only has 1 touchdown in the past 4 games.
Yeah, but he had 2 against them last time they played.
And he's had 31 targets the past 3 weeks.
Whew.
I am not only giving out the touchdown prop, which I don't even have in front of my face right now. I have
11-1 for first touchdown.
Well, I was. You can keep all that nonsense here. All right. Well, 11-1 first touchdown. I will take that. But but to score 2 touchdowns in the game, 10-1. Tyson Philpot. Jump in on that action. Jump.
Yeah, he had 2 against him last time they played. Why not again?
Let's go. That one was one I was just looking at right before we went live. I mean, they have the 2 touchdown prop for all these guys. Charleston Rambo, 2,700. He had a huge catch in the game last week.
Well, while you're talking about Philpot, I'm just going to piggyback off of that because the last time these 2 played, Philpot had 238 receiving yards. And yeah, sometimes defenses will do everything to just stop one guy, right? I think Saskatchewan's smarter than that. They're playing the long game. They want to win this game. They know they can't just focus on one dude. So if you look at his receiving ladder, his over-under is only 63.5, smash the over there. But the ladder, 70 plus yards is plus 105, 80 plus is plus 160, 90 plus 230, 100 plus 340, 110 is plus 490, 125 plus 850. I like all of those. He had 238 last time they played.
Oh yeah. I mean, let's get in on this action because it just makes too much sense. Now I am curious, Myron, where are you seeing the MVP? I do not see that right now. Do you?
I don't see it. No.
I'm going over to DK to check their stuff. I know they don't have as much available. Game props, team props.
You might have to find some sort of offshore book for that. And I only say that because they didn't even have regular season outstanding player award market from what I could see.
Yeah.
But if you find it, I like that angle, Philpot.
Yeah. I mean, the guy's been, like I said, 31 targets in 3 games. So he's basically getting 10 passes thrown to him a game.
But if Montreal doesn't win, he doesn't win it, right?
That is true. So that's the risk you take there. I'm curious as far as fire away with anything really, any prop on the board because there's a lot that I like here.
Yeah, let me give AJ Alouette over 13.5 receiving yards. He had 14 last time they played, but he's gone over this 7 times this season. I think he's just a guy that they are going to get involved in the passing game. It can be a little dump off, but we know that he's kind of a bowling ball. He takes off, he gets downfield a little bit, and I think 13.5. So 14 yards is an easy number for him to get in the receiving game. But I like his under in the rushing game. That's 81.5 yards. He had 75 on, I believe it was 15 or 16 carries last time these two played. I like his under for that.
I do like that. It's funny. I was looking for that is. I think I'll jump on that as well. But I was looking for. They don't have the rushing props for quarterbacks. That's another thing I would like them to add. I see all the passing props, but not rushing props. How about quarter by quarter action here? Saskatchewan is laying 1.5 for the first quarter spread at plus 116. I like it, man. I know Montreal's been there before, but like I said, I had the Tiger laying 1.5 plus 116. You get a little bit of value there. If you're going to take Montreal minus plus 1.5, it's minus 140.
I especially like that in the first quarter because, again, Davis Alexander hasn't really shown that any moment is too big, but this is the Grey Cup. So maybe he comes out, the nerves and the anxiousness is just a little bit shaky, doesn't make the best passes, and Saskatchewan's able to get ahead of him a little bit. So, yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
Shout out to Kyle in the chat and shout out to Myron saying, yeah. Appreciate you guys. Let's passing props wise. So I'm on the Roughriders to cover the number, but I'm also on the under. So this is where I don't think Trevor Harris is throwing for more than 278.5. I'm curious right now. I'm going to quickly check on this, but I don't believe. I'm curious. Well, the last time they scored 31 on them, and CFL 3-down football. In case we have some newcomers, but I am curious to see what he did in the last matchup. And the last matchup, Davis Alexander did he play that game on September 13th? He might have, right? Or was that McLeod Bethel? I think it was McLeod Bethel Thompson.
I think it was McLeod. Yeah. I think that's one that Davis Alexander missed. I don't have that in front of me right now.
So Trevor Harris, the last time he played, well, let's just say this. Well, he would smash the higher on 3 of the last 4 games he's played. Remember, he didn't play on October 17th against Winnipeg. He threw for 305 last week, but he only threw for $112 the week before. But then against Toronto and Ottawa, he threw for 340 and 341. Makes it a little bit interesting. I'm going to just go back and check the stats of that game on the 15th, the 13th of September. Here we go. I got it right in front of me. He threw, McLeod Bethel Thompson did play. He only threw for 252 that game. So consider me sold on the under. What do you think about that play?
I'm on the over for the game. So I think if I say I agree with it, that kind of goes against that. But I like where you're going at. I think Saskatchewan is a very balanced team. So I could definitely see the game plan being more of that clock control. Absolutely. I'm on the over. So I like some of the overs on the quarterback props, including Alexander 2+ passing touchdowns. Trevor Harris's touchdowns though, that one I'm a little unsure of because a lot of times when they get closer to the end zone, they do hand it off to Outlet. So yeah, but no, I'm not going to trash your play. I think where you're coming from for going for the under, I think it makes a lot of sense.
What do you think about Davis Alexander 258.5? You're on the over, but like I'm looking at these games, he only threw for 210 last week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Now he did throw for 384 the week before against Winnipeg, but he's got multiple games. I mean, like he was injured and then 240 against Ottawa. What do you?
Yeah, I think the thing with him, like, you look at McLeod Bethel Thompson put up 379 against Saskatchewan, but I think Davis Alexander's quicker to take off, right? We've seen that if the second read isn't there, he's not afraid to just run that ball because he's very good at it. So I like his underpassing because of that.
Yeah. All right. Rushing props. I know we're going to get to our DFS lineups in a second, but to me, Stevie Scott over 42.5 rushing yards. I know both defenses are good.
He had 125 on him last time, though.
Yeah.
I know Travis Thies didn't carry the ball. Tice didn't carry the ball as much that game, and it seems like they like both of them now. But he's a guy that he runs the ball hard as well, so I like his over.
And what about Alouette 81.5? I mean, you got to think like if for me, I'm calling for them to win the game. So it's like he's got to be flirting with that number for them to win the game. I think
I'm going under that.
He ran for 90. He ran for 90 the last time they played. 16 for 90 and a score.
Yeah, I'm going under. I'm parlaying that with his over receiving. That's plus 220. I think he's gonna flirt just under that.
What was his receiving number?
13.5.
Because they have the rushing and receiving combined 99.5. So in the previous game, he rushed for 90. He caught for 14. So that would be 104. Are you getting value? Are you getting
I like parlaying
value,
them
buddy?
together instead?
Yeah.
I like parlaying the over and the under there.
What about
just sometimes when things like that, parlaying or running backs over receiving, under rushing, sometimes it's just even more fun. I mean, it just makes watching the game even more fun because it's kind of a weird parlay bet, right?
how about this? Stevie Scott, you said he ran for 100 last time, right?
Yeah.
If he ran for 100, that's plus 1,400.
You got to put a little, right?
I mean, come on, man. Like
14-1, just a little.
Yeah. Come on. That one, just $10. Just put $10 on that. You never know. You never know. Yeah. So anyway, you get anything else you like in the prop market?
Well, that made me want to look at a little something here. So 1 second. Let's go a little modest. Let's say Stevie Scott 60 plus yards and Tyson Philpot 100 yards combined together. It's 11-1.
Oh, there we go. I like it. What about the first touchdown market? I know we already gave out a couple, but man, you want to talk about some value. Davis Alexander rushing touchdown plus 4,000.
That's a crazy number.
I mean,
for how well he runs the ball.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hold on. What's his rushing stats for the season here? Let me see if I can pull this up. So far, remember he missed a lot of the season, right? So wait, why do I not see that? Okay, rushing right here. Well, he does only have one rushing touchdown on the season. That dude, we should play this though. Because he's had I know, but will they run him because he got injured?
Yeah, he is banged up. He's got that hamstring injury, I believe. They said he's going to play, but that he won't be 100%. So maybe he does hang onto the ball more because of that.
Gosh, I just feel like that value is incredible. It's the fucking Grey Cup.
Right.
I might be.
I mean, he might have some tears in his hamstring and still. Yeah. It's the Grey Cup. He might still be running.
I was about to say, you go to run for a touchdown unless you got a tear in your vagina. All right, let's go. Anything else you got? Before we go to DFS.
Yeah, I just like anytime touchdown. Keon Schaefer Baker, who's gotten a little bit hot as of late. That's plus 270 for an anytime touchdown. I just think that's a good number for him. He got one last week, I believe. So plus 270, anything over that plus 2 to or that 2-1 range for him, I like.
I'll jump on that too. All right, look, folks, we want to tell you before we get to our DFS and Huge Tits Parlay, which is tricky. I don't know how huge they could actually be here, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try our best here to come through for you. But before I do that, I want to let you know that the CFL Gambling Podcast is brought to you by good old Rhythm. Rhythm is crushing it in college football and NFL. They just added college hoops and NBA as well. Rhythm is also giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets at the same time from any model that you build, and you could win $1,000. Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm, promo code SGPN25. All right, we are back, and so I'm trying to get creative with this thing here. All right, I'm laying the 4.5, but I guess hold on, let me just get the music going.
4.5. Where are you getting 4.5?
I'm sorry, 3.5. I'm sorry. Or no, wait, it was a flat 3, right? Or 3.5. What did I say before?
4.
4, yeah.
Plus 4.
Sorry, DK has 4.5 out there right now. So that's really? Shop around. That's where I got it. We are the home of the Huge Tits Parlay. Huge tits, huge fake tits. We are the home of the Huge Tits Parlay. All right, now I don't know how huge this one is. We're so I am on Saskatchewan minus the 4. I am on the under under 48.5 at minus 108. And I'm curious, will they let me add in a prop?
They should. Yeah.
You think they will? This is how we build this thing
with a prop here. So,
okay. Well, actually fire yours away then.
All right. Are you ready for this? You've been giving me shit for these small tits parlays I've been giving out. So these are going to be the biggest tits parlay you ever seen, man. These are going to be worthy of Pamela Anderson. I got Montreal plus 3.5. Saskatchewan money line over 48.5 points. Tyson Philpot and AJ Alouette anytime touchdowns. The studs are going to show up. That's 37-1. And I feel really good about it.
Ooh. We're going all the way here, buddy. 37-1.
You're gonna try to one up me now, right?
I am gonna one up you. All right.
First guy never stands a chance.
All right. How about this? The Roughriders minus 3.5 out there on FanDuel. By the way, you're getting a whole point of value right there. Under 48.5 on FanDuel. Then Tyson Philpot, the first touchdown of the game, mixed with my former East Carolina Pirate, Tyler Snead, anytime touchdown at plus 180. You put $50 on that. You are making $28 grand and $96.74. I mean, what are we doing, J Mark?
And fuck it. If you don't want to put $50 on a CFL game because you've never watched it, put 5 on there and win 2,800. What the fuck? What are you doing? Come on.
Yeah.
Get on it, people. And then give us a 5-star review when you hit it, quote, tweet it. Let everybody know where you got the awesome play from. I
mean, that's incredible right there. I mean, we got to load up.
Had you said it, I put it in, I placed it. Let's go. I'll root for yours. If it's going to hit, let's go because it'll pay nicely. So
I mean, come on, $50 for 28 grand. You can buy yourself a brand new. I don't know. The cars are expensive these days. I was going to say, I was just looking at a Cadillac with that. What's that?
I was just looking at a house to flip here in Iowa. It's a shithole, but I could turn a profit on it. Only 40 grand, so that gets me more than halfway there.
Oh, there we go. All right. Well, next we go to our DFS slate, where obviously just one game. So. And we are Battle of Bourbon. We don't believe in ties. This isn't the NFL or, what else? What other sport? Soccer.
Soccer. Oh man. Going to a game and sitting there for hours to watch it end in a tie as a fan is disrespectful to the fan.
You should have a result every single time. Any sport. I mean, why would you go to the game? You're happy with the tie?
Right. If it's tied at the end, keep playing.
Yeah. Yeah. I rostered Davis Alexander for $12K. Did you?
Yes. Now, did we say, because we talked about this a little pre-show, did we say that we're just the highest score here is going to be the winner since we're tied?
I think that's what we got to do. I don't think, because if not, I mean, it's a little tricky here.
Agreed. But yeah, I have Davis Alexander as well. Did you also throw in Trevor Harris?
I did.
So did I. We better not have the same lineup here.
Well, it's hard not to in this. I mean, you're just trying to find guys. You know what I mean? So, and you know that those two are going to put up a lot of points. So it's just foolish to me if you're not. And then I've already alluded to this Tyson Philpot. I'm paying up for him $11K, but he's on the team. Shout out to Kyle saying you made me even more pumped to watch the Grey Cup live in Winnipeg.
Nice.
Wait, isn't it in Calgary?
No, it's in Winnipeg.
This what? What was I looking at on my graphic? Did I get the wrong graphic? Honestly, go back to the slide. Hang on. Did I fuck this up?
Oh no, you're right. It's in Calgary.
Yeah. I was like,
I thought it was Winnipeg last year.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Last year, yeah. You had me all. I was like, man, I'm a terrible fucking host. Next year it's Calgary. So it's a Winnipeg this year. Now I'm all fucked up. So it's the 112th Grey Cup.
It is 112th.
Why did I think it was 113th? I'm all over the place. Well, dude, I typed in the got all this from Wikipedia, so it makes me think they're wrong.
That's just fucking Stewart filling shit out. Come on. He doesn't know.
It is in Winnipeg. I'm a fucking idiot. Why did I think it was in Calgary? Anyway, I know why, because the fucking graphic I got said it was in Calgary. I need to change everything. Fired. Yeah. Anyway, where are we at here?
So I got Philpot as well. So we both have the same three players. We've got to have somebody different in these next two, right?
Well, I have your Schaefer Baker, so I don't know. At 5,700, if you have Stevie Scott, there's going to be a problem.
I don't have Stevie Scott.
Yes, we're home.
Makes me think I should, because that seems like it's going to win. I didn't think I could afford him. I put in old Cole Speaker. He doesn't get you a ton of points all the time, but he's reliable. He did have 15.2 last week. He's got multiple double-digit games, only 4,800. So yeah, I got Cole Speaker as our one different guy. So it's going to come down to I don't feel great about Speaker. That. But yeah, it's going to come down to Stevie Scott versus Cole Speaker.
Oh boy, let the games begin. Folks, I appreciate you rocking with us all year for the CFL Gambling Podcast, and we love this thing. Next year it's in Calgary, so you can tell that
we got a graphic ready for next year.
Yeah. Well, we got next year's graphic out there. We're already ready for next year. We've been doing this for years too, so you can bank on us. We're not going to go away. All right. So continue to subscribe. Tell a friend. J Mark's on Twitter at JMarkFootball. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. The CFL Gambling Podcast is on Twitter at CFL Gambling Pod. Have a wonderful 112th Grey Cup. I can't wait. Sunday. Let's go. Till next time.
And may the Schwartz be with you. What a world. What a world.
Rest in peace, John Candy. Till next time, this is the CFL Gambling Podcast. Go Roughriders. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
Here, Joe.